doing? I hope you're well. I'm Dearna and welcome to my channel.
I'm Connor. And I'm gay, which is why we're here today.
Yes, today we are going to give each other book recommendations. So, well, we mentioned this after our unboxing of the, what was it called?
The book box where I crashed out.
Yeah,
a little bit.
We were disappointed.
Yeah.
I would say that's.
They never replied to my email, and if you're watching, how dare you?
So in that video, we mentioned that we were contemplating trying other subscription services where you get book recommendations, and then we thought, hey, why don't we just give each other book recommendations?
Yeah, and this was meant to be for Pride.
So it's coming out near Wear It Purple Day, hence why I'm wearing purple.
Which is mine. And I'm not. I am wearing my Jason Todd t-shirt. So that's like gay in its own way, I would say.
Yeah, I would say so. And so this is going to be a 2-part video, so we'll do the Recs and then in Pride next year, whether that is for Oz Pride.
Oz Pride, which is in like March, Feb.
Or
like World Pride, which is in June.
Yeah, and then we'll read the books.
Hopefully.
And then we'll review them. So
Dearna has to read the books because this is what she does for a living. She reads, apart from her actual job. But I read sometimes. Like, I read, but I don't read, you know?
Yeah, so my challenge was I have 5 books and you have 5 books. So
I think I have 6, but that's okay.
You have 6 books? I've got 5 books. And my idea was that I've got reasons why I picked them. One I've read, others I haven't read. I'm putting on my reviewer librarian hat to get you some books recommendations. And if you don't like any of them or they don't sound like your vibe, that is totally fine.
And mine are just some of my favorite books that I want to force Dearna to read, which I thought was a good idea, but the last time that we did a book read swap, only one of us actually read the book, and yes, it was me, so.
Yes, we will be reading Giovanni's Room by the end of the year.
I have another copy of it over there, if you need.
No, I've got it on my shelf. I will edit the crap out of you.
Keep that in, edit it.
So my goal was to, as Nalini Singh, who we met at a book convention for ARIA, the Australian Romance Association, mentioned that you like sad books and you should read books with a happy ending. So I've gone with genre fiction for Connor. To my knowledge, they are all written by queer people, and I've got reasonings as to why.
Fun. And mine are, again, some of my favorite books. I chose 2 that Dearna might like, and the rest is just what I wanted. Okay.
Well, you've got more books, so do you want to go first?
Of course. So we'll start with the one that she might like, which I don't know actually. So we have Young Men in Love, which is like an anthology collection of, it's like a graphic anthology collection. Because I read a lot of graphic novels, I read a lot of comic books, but most of them are bad, and also like I don't want my sister to read, respectfully. Where this is just like cute. There's like some stories that are shit, but like you kind of get that with an anthology.
Yeah.
Who's it edited by?
I'm liking some of the art style on the back.
It is edited by Joe Glass and Matt Miner, so shout out. And yeah, it's just like fun, gay people. Specifically all queer men. So yeah, that's my first rec. And again, I actually have the books, just saying.
The first one I have is the book that I've read, and I do have it at home, so if you like the sound of it, we can go there. And I got this.
I get to go to her house.
And this one actually I got from a subscription box through Bay Crate. So when Faye Crate were doing their romance only box. And this is conventionally...
They should do a gay one called Slay Crate. Sorry. Keep that in.
This one's called Conventionally Yours by Annabeth Albert, and it is an enemies to lovers. There are board games.
Okay.
They both play like
tabletop. I love a game night.
Because you love a game night and you love Smosh games.
I do. Shout out Smosh.
And they go to a convention, which we do love to go to conventions. So
we do. We love conventions, and we just go there to shop. We never do
the conventions.
We never do panels. We just go to shop.
I'll read the blurb out for you so you can decide. It says, when 2 big name fans go head to head at a convention, love isn't the only thing at stake.
Whoa.
Charming, charismatic, and effortlessly popular, Conrad Stewart seems to have it all. But in reality, he's scrambling to keep his life from tumbling out of control. Brilliant, guarded, and easily driven, Alden Roth may as well be the poster boy for perfection.
What are these names? What are these? Like, sorry, these names are just giving very like old money.
But even
like
then,
a Rothschild.
Yeah.
Not even to dinner with the Kushners? Like, that's what it's giving.
But even then, he can't help but feel a little broken inside. I know you like a broken boy. When these mortal enemies are stuck together on a cross-country road trip to the biggest fan convention of their lives, their infamous rivalry takes a backseat as an unexpected connection is forged. Yet each has a reason why they want to win the upcoming Odyssey game tournament, and neither is willing to let emotions get in the way, even if it means giving up their one chance at something truly magical. And I believe Odyssey is a bit more, from memory, I don't know if it's like, it's not like D&D, I think it's more like Magic the Gathering.
Okay.
But they're both competitors.
Right.
And from memory, one of them doesn't like flying.
And is that why they're driving?
And that's why they drive across the country.
That's kind of sweet. Can I see the cover?
You're probably not going to like the cover.
Okay. Yeah. Look, I said that I would give them all a go.
Yeah.
So I'll read a page.
That's fine.
That feels like too much. Maybe like a chat.
Do a try chapter.
Oh yeah, I'll try a chat. Okay.
So that's the first one. So that's the reasoning was you liken enemies to lovers. We have...
I prefer our best friends to lovers, and we know that.
Yeah, but then some of the ships you like...
I would say like the only like enemies to lovers ship that I have would be Steric, my eternal.
Yeah, that's what I was going with, Steric.
Can I show them what my friend made me?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, because we're at my desk, so all my shit's here. Wait, this was my birthday recently.
Recently? It's August.
Okay, my friend made me a collage of Derek of Tyler Hoechlin, and it was so sweet when she gave it to me that I was just like, but I was very overwhelmed because I was like hosting a party, so I just like put it on my desk. I was like, thank you so much, and I didn't realize till like a month later that there was a note on the back. So I called her and I was like, I'm so sorry, Queen. That was such a beautiful note. Okay.
Perfect.
Oh, wait.
So yeah, that's why we love going to conventions. There's an enemies to lovers. I've read this one. It was really sweet, actually.
Love. Okay, now the second book is one that I think, the only other one that I think Dearna might like. And we have Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe. Is that what it's called? Yeah, it's been a while. By Benjamin Alire Sons. This is a YA.
Coming of age.
Coming of age. I'm thinking of keywords. It's been so long since I read this. So yeah, it's a YA coming of age novel about two Mexican boys in El Paso, I think it is. And they become friends during the summertime.
I just remember you being deeply disappointed in the sequel.
I was. The sequel, no, I'm not going to say my thoughts on the sequel because I don't want to spook.
But do you feel like it's like there's enough of it that it's...
Yeah, I don't think you needed a sequel, respectfully. I've read this book 1,000 times. It was my favourite book as a teenager. And I think the only YA novel that I ever liked.
Okay.
Yeah, because like Mortal Instruments, that feels different. That feels like fantasy YA. It's good. I think you can read it quick. Again, this is the only other book that I think she'll like. Because I'm being considerate, you guys. I'm being so nice.
Which actually, one of my recommendations on here was recommended for fans of Ari and Dante, so I'm going to recommend that. And this is called Icarus by Kay Ancrum.
Okay, like the bird, like the, you know, the wings.
Yes, yeah. So it's a romance between an art thief and the son of the man he's been stealing from.
Okay. You have a lot of like rich people in these books based on the terms. Like the names of the last ones. Like the art thief slay, but like...
Yeah, and...
He's an art dealer's kid?
I have heard everyone really loved their first book, The Wicker King, and I've heard they've got a very like lyrical, beautiful writing style. And given that the character's names are Icarus and he's stealing from Helios, I think there may be some kind of like there might be some like allegory in there. I think you'll also like the cover
because I do judge books by them with covers, and I think we all should. Okay, I like elements of, you guys will see it. It'll be superimposed right over her face. I like elements of the cover.
Yeah, so this is a suspenseful queer YA romance from Kay Ancrum. Reimagines the tale of Icarus as a star-crossed lover story between a young art thief and the son of the man he's been stealing for.
Okay, because what I know about Miss Riss if you're nasty, is that he like glued some feathers together and he flew, but then he got too close to the sun.
That's basically...
Who else is in there?
Well, his dad.
Is that the star-crossed? Like...
No, but Helios is the god of the sun.
Oh, that makes more sense now. Okay, I get it.
Sorry, I didn't.
Yeah, I was like, what's happening?
So Icarus Gallagher is the thief, and he steals priceless art and replaces it with his father's impeccable forgeries. So in the myth, Icarus's father is the mechanic in Crete.
He's kind of like Da Vinci.
Kind of. He actually created the labyrinth for the Minotaur.
Love.
And he creates a lot of stuff.
Period. Period.
And he's the one who creates the wings.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. So the dad's the art forger, and for years, one man, wealthy Mr. Black, has been the target of their revenge for his role in the death of Icarus's mother.
Oh, gag.
To keep their secret, Icarus adheres to his own strict rules to keep people and feelings at bay. Don't let anyone close, don't let anyone touch you, and above all, don't get caught. Until one night, he does. Not by Mr. Black. thank God, because that would be a whole other...
Yeah, that would be a different story.
Sorry. But by his mysterious son, Helios, now living under house arrest at the Black's mansion. Instead of turning Icarus in, Helios bargains for something even more dangerous, a friendship that breaks every single one of Icarus's rules. So again, we have a friends to lovers situation. As reluctance and distrust becomes closeness and something more, they uncover the bars of the gilded cage that has trapped both their families for years.
Oh.
One, Icarus is determined to escape, but his father's thirst for revenge shows no sign of fading, and soon it forces Icarus to choose the escape he's dreamed of or the boy he's come to love.
Whoa, gag Tina Fish.
So yeah, I think I've heard really good things about Kay Ancrum's writing, especially for The Wicked King. I believe that's another queer YA fantasy, but it's got more like The Raven Boys, and I think it's got more like Mortal Instruments.
Okay, I know that.
Vibes. When I saw it, and I thought that would be nice.
That was not fun.
And I mean, I know the cover's probably not 100% yours, but it's got the Greco-Roman statue. Yeah.
It's nice. Slay. Big slay.
Yeah.
Next up. Also, my books look really like old and wrinkly. Let's get read them. Next up we have Lie With Me by Philippe Besson. Translated by the Molly Ringwald. Which I just don't think gets talked about enough. Molly Ringwald translated this book. From The Breakfast Club.
And Pretty in Pink.
And she did a beautiful job. So this is one of my favorite books. Probably like tied with Giovanni's Room. But it's basically about like these two French guys, and they like start a relationship when they're in high school, and then it like cuts to like the future, to like, you know, what happened to them, and it's all about like longing and grief and like separation. It's just like really beautiful. Makes me cry all the time. I saw the film, which I think I spoke about, that old lady who was next to me.
Oh yes.
And she gave me a handkerchief.
You had the whole empty theater. And
and she sat next to me, but then she like moved a couple seats down, and then I started crying, and she handed me a hanky, and she was in a mink coat drinking champagne at 9 a.m. And I took the day off work to go see the film. So it was just so kismet, our relationship. But it's a beautiful book. I need Molly Ringwald to translate more of his books, because only 2 of his books are translated.
I'm assuming he's like a prolific French.
Yes, but only 2 of his books, this one and In the Absence of Man, have been translated. Also, I don't know if this is fiction.
Is it more like that kind of creative non-fiction memoir style?
Because like it is dedicated to Thomas, who is like the other character, like the other main person in it. So I don't know if this is fiction or if this is like non-fiction.
There is a genre that is like a blend of fiction and non-fiction, so it can't be false.
Gorgeous book, very fun to read it. The film was too twink heavy, but that's beside the point.
You think everything's too twink heavy?
And I do.
What are we going to do next? Now, this next one could be controversial, I don't know. But this is a book that Steph from the Novelty Corner, I know, absolutely loves.
Steph. Shout out though.
She's an amazing booktuber that I've been following for ages. She's an Australian, Melbourne-based.
Have I tried to do one of her book things and failed?
No.
Okay.
No. And this is the first one that I came up with because you were wanting queer romance written by queer men. And this one is called The Rest of the Story by Tal Bauer. Now, she's made like everyone read this, and I think last year or the year before she read it like 8 times in the year.
Okay.
So it's a favourite. It is a hockey romance, but I know that it has emotional damage.
Period.
Which you do love an angsty.
I do like angst.
You do love angsty. So that's why I went...
Because controversial, if I'm reading a fanfic, I kind of like it if they break up. Like if they don't end up together. Is that crazy?
Yeah. So this is... So it is crazy, but I get it. You want to be in the emotions. You want to,
like I'm okay if one of them dies. Or I used to also in high school read a lot of cheating fics, that was a crazy time.
So it says it's a friends to lovers hockey player romance that includes themes of survivorship. So this has like a classic romance blurb where it's kind of looks like it's written from a perspective of the character. So it says, "Let me earn it. I keep things simple. I'm a classic one night wonder. Relationships, are you out of your mind? No way. Not interested. My heart is vulcanized rubber, puck hard, and that's the way I like it."
Sorry.
He's emotionally unavailable and you went like
puck hard.
Then I'm traded to the absolute worst team in the NHL.
He didn't deserve that.
The Rocky Mountain Outlaws. And I'm hit...
I need to know who names these, like, the like bands or, like, the teams in romance books, because they're always so funny. It'd be like, I would say the Cincinnati Saltcocks. I'm like, period!
I would say Tal.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And I'm hit with a 1-2 punch. First, I'm asked to step up and lead the team.
Step up to the team.
Step up to the team, which is every kind of bad idea you can imagine. I'm a head down, mind your own business kind of guy. Mr. Uninvolved, Mr. No,
He seems
not
a little
me,
important.
Mr. Find someone else. But these players have been through a mess of hell, and someone thinks I can pull them together. The Outlaws are made up of jaded veterans and wide-eyed rookies, and we have no business whatsoever in succeed. So we've also got this whole thing where I guess he's going to like become emotionally invested, and like the team is going to
kind of like Glee if you think about it.
I was thinking like the Mighty Ducks, but you go with... You go with Glee. We're scrappy, plucky, and built out of spite and duct tape. And whatever we're doing, it's working. Second, the first day he's in Boulder, so Boulder, Colorado, I'm assuming. I go over the boards and come face to face with a pair of blue eyes and lose my heart. Boy, howdy, meet my co-captain, Shay Darling.
Again with the names.
He's way, way off limits. It's stratospherically a terrible idea to want or crave him. This crisis infatuation is going nowhere fast. Yeah, right, I'm going for Shay. I'm head over heels and I'm tangled up in something I can't understand or control. This isn't me, I don't fall in love, and there's nothing simple about Shay or about the Outlaws. This team is finally putting up wins and we're making something of ourselves. Falling for my co-captain while we're on a Cinderella run could jeopardize everything we've strived for. But there is this one night and this one kiss and everything changes.
Oh, Gagtina.
82 games in a season, 20 men hungry for redemption, one co-captain.
I was gonna say like 82 men. I said, hey, I'm not ready for a white shoes yet.
One co-captain who could be my forever. This is the rest of the story, and that's the name of the book.
Oh, I get it now.
Yeah.
That's a lot of context for a blurb.
It is a lot of context for a blurb, but if you like this one, there's another book in the series called Gravity. So I figured...
I hate when like a series... We need a naming convention.
No, it's
the rest of the story, Gravity.
I think it's set in the same hockey world. So he's built this like... Anyway, I figured if you wanted a romance, hockey romance is massive.
Yeah. I will say there's only 3 sports that I think men are hot from.
Yeah, rugby.
Rugby, American football, and my favourite, Greco-Roman wrestling. I watched so much Greco-Roman wrestling. I don't think the romance community's there yet, but I was. I watched every single match in the Olympics. I didn't have a job at the time, so it kind of explains things.
But I just know I have a lot of faith in Steph's recommendation.
We love you, Steph, and we see you.
She does fantastic recommendations, and the fact that this was one of her favourite books, I think this is a good contender for like a romance, because we've got your friends to lovers. There's obviously a lot of angst and damage happening there, which I know you love.
Okay, so for my next book, this is the last novel. So I gave you a graphic novel, a YA, 2 novels, and then other stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. So next up we have Guapa by Salim Haddad. This is one of my favourite books.
Yeah.
Gagina of the century, the plot twist in this, which again, I feel like you might relate to how you were talking about, I think it was like the Saint View Psychos. How you're like, I never get the plot twist.
Yeah.
Then it's probably obvious. It's also probably obvious in this.
I don't know if I'm a stupid reader or I'm just like so invested in the story
same.
that something happens and I'm like, the fuck?
Because there's something that's like mentioned throughout the whole book, but then it's not clocking until it happens. You're like, whoa, that's what that meant. My God. So it's basically...
This is the one that's set in one night?
It's set during 24 hours in an unnamed Arab country, and this guy, a gay man, living with his grandma, and his grandma walks in on him in bed with another man. So it's like following like the next 24 hours after that. I think it's really beautiful. Again, warning, if you want a happy ending, this is like the opposite.
Yeah.
But even when I was reading it, I was like, ugh, maybe love doesn't exist for everyone, and that's okay. Because he thinks it's okay, maybe. I don't know. I don't want to give too much away, but it's a beautiful book. I would say this, Lie With Me, and Giovanni's Room Inside Here are my 3 favourite books.
Oh, okay. Confession of a Mask has dropped.
Confession of a Mask, I love that book. It's a fucked up book. I think Confession of a Mask I love, for those who don't know, Confession of a Mask by Yuko Mishima?
Do we want to grab it?
I think it's over there. That's my favourite shelf down there. Thanks.
It might be under Son of Sin. Behind. Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Confessions of a Mask by Yukio Mishima is a great book, very twisted, and learning more about the author has been crazy. Like, he committed like public suicide.
Oh, that was like he did like the samurai death, didn't he?
Yeah.
That's not only did he commit public suicide, he did it like the most violent, painful way possible.
And I have like one of his art books which he released beforehand, which is basically like him recreating it, but like before he did it, and I was like, a very interesting man. But this book is great in terms of like psychology, but it's a difficult read.
Yeah.
But this is my actual favourite book, and this is the recommendation. I think you might like it. I don't know. Who knows? But I think everyone should read it. I don't know if I'm doing a good job selling these books, you guys. Sound down in the comments.
Okay. So, sound down.
I hope I get one more comment this time. I feel like the last one, the people gaffed for me. No matter what, you guys. I see you. I see my fans.
So this one is my urban fantasy pick because I know that you love the Mortal Instruments.
I did love the Mortal Instruments. Big fan.
And also, it's not urban fantasy in a Mortal Instruments way.
Okay.
It's urban fantasy in a MCU DC way.
Okay.
So that was my pick because you love both of those. And this is Better When the Sun Goes Down by Hunter Hyde. This is a pretty new release. It came out on the 12th of August. It's only had 20 reviews on Goodreads so far. So
We're on the ground floor, you guys.
It's the first book in the Angelics trilogy.
Sure, why not?
So, okay, now I've just read the first character's name and you're going to gaff at that. Ezra Grey.
I can't with these names.
Is a Ridovix.
Couldn't tell you.
But an innocent one. He is not a convicted criminal who repeatedly offends contrary to what the government and their citizens believe. So I feel like it's giving...
Like the X-Men
The
team?
X-Men, yeah. But that doesn't matter in the eyes of the prejudiced population because people like Ezra, those with special abilities, instill fear in the powerless. Conan Besset is normal.
Period.
He's the co-captain of a football team. I was thinking like your lacrosse team wolf.
I love Friday Night Lights.
And I was thinking, who's the other guy? Isaac? No, not Isaac. The captain of the lacrosse team.
Jackson.
I was thinking Jackson vibes.
Colton Haynes. Happy Pride.
He's also a hardworking student and Ezra's only friend. So again, we got another friend to love us.
Love friends.
When Ezra lands on the radar of the trafficking network run by the infamous Angela Barclay, Ezra discovers how coveted his powers truly are and the lengths that the mercenaries will go to obtain them. Mm-hmm. He's instructed to be found by a boy named Atlas who promises safe passage and the elusive haven of AWOL, where all I think it's like Redcovists.
Yeah.
To get there, Ezra must leave the world he knew behind before he's taken captive. So he's on the run. It's also kind of giving me like Captain America 2. It's given like Spy.
Yeah.
What holds him back is that Conan knows what he is. But if Ezra goes, he will lose the only boy he loved. If he stays, he's going to endanger them both. Conan can't bear the thought of Ezra's uncertain future. He's torn between following Ezra.
What's his name?
Conan.
Oh, yeah.
And he's torn between following Ezra wherever his path may lead, or staying behind and being without the only boy who's made everything in his life bearable. Will Conan continue to live his normal privileged life, or will he give up his hopes and dreams to protect Ezra and their life on the run?
Wow, yeah.
So it's a new adult dystopian thriller with like it says urban fantasy, but like superheroes kind of give a bit more like sci-fi twist.
Yeah.
And I think because it had like the Friends to Lovers, we kind of got like a school thing. I can't remember who was talking about it on Instagram, but I will tag and link them below. They are a fantastic Instagram channel by a queer man who reps a lot of queer books. So he was like, the minute I started researching for this, I found him and I've just like been following him and been like, ooh. And I'm pretty sure he got a review copy of this one. So yeah, I thought it's a indie release, first book in a series, and I thought, why not? It sounds like it hits that urban fantasy speculative pick for you. It is a trilogy, so I doubt we're going to get like a happily ever after or anything at that point in time. You don't need that. So.
I don't need it. I hope one of them dies. No.
And then the second book hasn't been at least announced yet.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, to be fair, it came out like, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, actually, this has been on he must have got a really early copy of this because I've had this on my list for months. So he must have been hyping this up for a while. And no, this is the guy. So, plot twist, that's why he's been hyping it up. It's his own book.
His book!
Yes! Oh my god. Okay, so potentially the second book's called Across the Stars.
Yeah, we're looking on the Goodreads.
Hunter Hyde is the creator
I'm so excited.
I've been following, and he is fantastic. He has a lot of good recs.
Yeah. I feel like...
plot twist.
If you are like a rec person, you do kind of need to stunt up on your own book, you know?
Yeah.
Like, they don't build statues of critics, as Charlie XCX famously said. Except they do. It could be a lot of... I imagine that would be like... You really gotta put your best foot forward if you've been wrecking these books. Yeah,
because I think as well, I might have found him through... Is it Dylan Drake? Dylan Drake.
Yeah.
He recommended Dylan Drake's books. And he writes romance. I think it's small town with like plus size characters. So we've been meaning to read the first book in that series.
Yeah, for a while.
Campsites and something.
Hubs and campfires.
Yeah, but I think I found them through each other. So yeah, there we go. Hunter Hyde, highly recommend. And I think I'll read that one too.
Yeah,
it sounds really fun.
Now my next rec, I'm switching it up. So we do have a poetry collection, Crush by Richard Seikin. My favorite poetry book, because I do like poetry, you guys. It has one of my favorite poems.
I do love some poetry.
It's very sad and like kind of dark. Also, if you are familiar with the name of Richard Seikin, it may be because back in the time of the day, he did give his inputs on Wincest. And he made some interesting points, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm not sure if that's his claim to fame, but it's just a fun little tidbit and out there. I'm trying to engage the audience.
Are there any of those fandom lovers?
So this book was the winner of the 2004 Yale series of young poets, and it's basically a collection that's all about like obsession.
Oh, he went to Yale.
Yeah, he went to Yale. Well, I don't know if he went to Yale, but he won like the Yale Award.
Cool.
I don't know if there's like a blurb about him. Not that I can find. It's all about like obsession and pain and panic and anyone else who was in Hercules. But yeah, this is my poetry collection. Not mine, but like my recommendation.
My last recommendation is another genre book because you don't read a lot of genre fiction at all and you love horror and gays.
Yeah.
So I'm going with Bury Your Gays by Chuck Tingle.
Okay.
He wrote Camp Damascus.
Heard of it.
And it's a heart-pounding story about what it takes to succeed in the world that wants you dead. So Misha is a jaded scriptwriter who's been working in Hollywood
he loves Supernatural too.
Yeah. He's been working in Hollywood for years, and he's been working.
Also,
and he's been nominated for
quick side note, I'm looking over at your screen. Not Goodreads having an ad for character AI. We have lost the plot.
Oh my god, I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
Me delete you.
Yeah. That's crazy, Goodreads. This is now a call out post.
Oh, don't even get me started on AI. Like, don't get me wrong. Some AI as tools, like, you know, people talking about AI, like GPS navigation, very important. Something to help you with your grammar, very important. Generative AI, which steals works of artists and creative people to spit out garbage.
Yeah, and have people thinking they're the Oracle.
Yeah, we watched
Swell Entertainment.
Yeah. Shout out, thank you, Swell, for keeping me updated on all things AI and just internet trends.
Yeah,
I've never heard
and
of.
just like failed conventions.
Yeah,
and as people who love conventions, it's fun. I don't think we've ever been to a failed one, though. One of our conventions got like pushed back and is possibly cancelled.
Which one?
A Metricon.
Oh.
They didn't do it this year. It was like a big thing.
Yeah, because we went there the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was alright.
I thought it was pretty good, but I think they said there was like an issue with the scheduling because they had like booked it for like...
Did you tell me they booked it during like the... Because it's at Flemington, isn't it?
Yeah.
No.
It was booked during like the fair.
It was
like, the
booked during
show.
Melbourne show.
Or something like that. Like something like major big event.
I was like, please don't tell me they booked it during the horse race season.
It was like, they booked it during some major event and people were like, well, obviously you would have known that. Like, this story isn't adding up.
Oh my god, story time. Remember the last one we went to? Was that Comic-Con? No, Supernova. And as we were leaving, all the people in white?
There was just hundreds of people in white, all dressed in white, walking somewhere.
But also they had like, so people walked past, they had like eskies and fine. Then people started walking past with like tables and chairs.
And like candlesticks.
Apparently there's this big thing where, for all the foodies in Melbourne, or the world apparently, where you just get given like a day and
a location to meet, and then they drive you somewhere else and you have like a grand picnic, but you also need to provide your own like cutlery, crockery, food, tableware, and you're getting judged on like how good your setup is.
Well, because we left the convention and it was a very mixed crowd, and I was like, cult. That was the first thing I thought of.
I did think too. Yeah, when there's that many people dressed in white, you have to.
And then second, I was like, let's not be too harsh, and I was like, maybe it's a sailing thing. They're all dressed in white.
Yeah.
But I was like, we are too far away from the bay right now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It was wild.
Anyway, back to Misha.
Anyway, yeah.
So Misha is our jaded scriptwriter who's been working in Hollywood for years, and he's been nominated for his first Oscar.
Congratulations.
But when he's pressured by his producers to kill off the gay character in his upcoming season finale for the algorithm, Misha discovers that it's not that
I'm confused.
simpler.
So he's nominated for an Oscar, but he's writing a TV show?
Yeah.
Okay.
As he is haunted by his past and his mistakes, Misha must risk everything to find a way to do what's right before it's too late. and all I know is that it's a slasher.
Period.
I'm not sure if it's a horror. I don't know if it includes body horror.
I don't know. I've never read a horror book. I love horror films.
And I also thought it would be not only, it's got gays, but it's also in that kind of film industry, which I know is
I did study media.
So I thought that was my wild card.
Okay, my last book. This is one of my prized possessions. Vintage. This is Untold Decades by Robert Patrick, and it is a collection of plays, and they're from 7 different decades. I don't know if they were written in 7 different decades, probably not, but I think they're set. So it goes from the 20s until the 80s. And I love it. I love reading plays. They're just so beautiful. Some of my favorites. I think it's like the 50s. I don't know, but it's beautiful. I love this. I lent it to my friend once, and she said that she gave it back to me, and I did not have it. And I was freaking out because I could not find a copy of it. Turns out she had it for a year. It was in her car the whole time. She never read it.
I will read it, but I probably won't borrow this one first until I'm ready to read it, just because knowing that it is a prize possession.
It's so good. What is my favorite one?
I don't think I've read a play apart from what I studied in school. We read, obviously, Shakespeare and a play called Stolen, about the stolen generation.
I think the 30s one was my favorite. Yeah. And I just think they're really beautiful. Those are my collections, and I can hold them up because I have the books. So Dearna will have to read all of these.
Yeah. And so far, your thoughts on the recommendation? Considering I was going in with particularly looking for books that I think you would enjoy.
I'm excited for the urban-y one.
Yeah, by Hunter Hyde.
By Hunter Hyde, our king.
Yeah.
Shout out. That sounds fun. And I think the hockey one will be a fun ride. The horror, again, I've never read a horror novel, so I don't know what to expect. The convention one, I'll try it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have a hard time with things that are too sincere.
Yeah.
Even anything with be it books, films, or even music. If it's Pharrell Williams happy, that's too sincere. Yeah. So I'm not sure. I'm gonna try it, and I don't remember
the Icarus, but the YA one.
Oh, okay. Again, that feels a little what are we doing? Excited, and I'll try it. I just fear I might not be the target for that one. But yeah, because I haven't read a YA in a while.
Yeah.
I am 25-year-old man, so YA isn't really on my radar.
That's fair.
But as I said, I'm going to give them all a try, and yeah.
So that is the first part of this mini-series, and we'll come back once we've read them or attempted them, because DNFs are allowed.
Period.
And yeah, so that is all from us today. Comment down below and let me know, or let us know, if you've read any of these, or if you have any queer recommendations written by queer people. Maybe some more genre style stuff for Connor and me as well. Or you can leave us, what emoji are they leaving?
This is such a big deal. Leave us an eggplant emoji or a peach. Let us know.
If you'd like to see more content from me, I post new videos every Sunday. Connor features on the occasion.
I would like at least one comment saying I did a good job.
Linked in the description box below will be links to all these books and my social media channels if you'd like to talk to me or follow me on any other corner of the internet. That's all from us today, guys. We hope you're doing all kinds of well, and we'll speak to you soon. See ya.
Bye.